Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is time to see our losers bracket round 2 matchup. TCM taking on Team Kaliber, our silver medalist from the X Games. Rambo, TCM looking pretty deadly in their last matchup here on the main stage.
They play really good. And TK came off a tough loss earlier, a 3-0 deficit to NVS. Obviously not something they liked after beating them at the X Games. So, I mean, it's going to be hard for them to come back. And TCM's looking strong. I mean, we might see finally a European team come out and break out top 4.
You know, I told Neslo from Team Kaliber before this match, good luck. He says, I don't believe in luck. We're going to need to win this on our own. So, TK, they're fired up. Sharp's ready to go. TCM, though, they got to be feeling really good coming off that 3-0 victory over Denial. Denial had the lead. They came back in those games. TCM, they're looking to represent Europe well. We'll see if they can take out our silver medalist.
I mean, we saw what we were talking about yesterday where they couldn't close out games, and today was the complete opposite so far. So if we had 3-0 win against Denial, they close out every game really well. So if they can keep it going against a team like TK, it's definitely, in my opinion, a stronger team than Denial, but it's still something if they come in with some momentum and keep playing like they played earlier, they can definitely take this game.
We have the number 8 from the MLG COD League facing off against number 2 from Gfinity's European League. Let's take a moment to meet our squad, starting with TCM Gaming. Now TCM, they're going to be led by the captain, Marky B from Glasgow. He is one of the best players to do the objective work with this guy, Moose, who is so sneaky when it comes to blitz. Gonchi, though, he is the legend from the UK, one of the best SMG ARs you'll ever see. And Petey, he's the young blood brought on for this one. How well can Petey play against a top 3 Kaliber squad? That's what you considered TK in their last match against Envy. Petey, he's going to have his work cut out for him. I'm wondering, can he slay the way he did against Denial again?
I mean, he's been playing good this event. Even in the match they first lost, I mean, he still was holding his own. He was doing, slaying-wise, he was doing really good for his team, and he's played that really aggressive role. So if he can keep it going, his teammates can come in and work as a unit, they're going to do really well.
On the other side of our main stage, we have Team Kaliber. TK, they've had their ups, they've had their downs. Gunjar, he is going to be the lead AR slayer from Canada. He's been competing since Black Ops 2, his first tournament just a year ago at MLG Dallas. Sharp, though, he is a legend playing since 2009, where he won that national championship on Extravagant with Big Timer and Rambo, competing, though, since Call of Duty 2 from Kentucky. Neslo, the most excitable player of the bunch in that booth. He plays with nothing but pure emotion, raw gun skill as well as Neslo. He is really going to be one of the players to watch and search and destroy, but Apathy, I've said it before, I consider him the backbone of the team. When you expect about 20 to 35 kills, Apathy is that man who can consistently put it up for you.
Definitely. Apathy, again, I feel like it's the same thing like we talked earlier. It's just he's the backbone. He's going to be the player that's going to have to play strong for his team to come back and come through this loser bracket. They can still make a run. It's not over yet for them, so, and definitely capable of doing it. So they got to start with TCM, and it's going to be a tough match for them. But
you know, TK, they did not want to be in this position. They thought they could cruise over Envy once again. That didn't happen in the winner's bracket. So now they're facing elimination. They know what's on the line here, and I think when their back's against the wall, that's when they're going to fight their hardest. TCM, I honestly don't know what to predict because we haven't seen them against this tough of an opponent yet in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, like it's TCM if they can close out games. I feel like they've been able to keep up with every team they've played so far. It's just about that end of the game. Was it Optic or they played, I believe? No, who did they play the first game?
TCM FaZe Red.
FaZe Red, sorry. Match. I mean, it was literally like we saw it was 4 points, 1 round in search and 1 point in blitz. So, I mean, they can keep up with the best. It's just all about closing them games out. And if they can they have a strong last minute to every map, last rounds, 3 rounds, 5 blitz.
We got everyone here in Anaheim, California. Are you guys ready for some Call of Duty? That's what I like to hear. After this match, we have Optic taking on Envy and EG FaZe Black to close out the night. But it's time for our losers bracket action. TK, TCM setting up our best of 5 series. Let's go through the maps. We got Strike Zone Domination to kick things off. Game number 2, neither team vetoed Octane. We're gonna see Octane S&D followed by a Freight Blitz game in our first 3. Rambo, you think we're going to game 4 and 5 here?
I would think so. I definitely feel like TCM is going to be able to take one of those first 3 games off, and the 4th map is Sovereign Domination, and that's literally something that anything can happen. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff on that map, so, and TCM actually won that map against FaZe Red. So that was the one map they beat him on early on. So it's really going to be intense to see where it goes.
Strike Zone seems to be a map that no one wants to veto so far this weekend, or even at the X Games, one of the most popular domination maps we've seen. Such a quick, fast-paced SMG, close quarters gun game, and we'll see who can lock down B, who's got that better rotation. There you see the TK boys in the crowd. FaZe fans supporting this TK lineup on the other side. A lot of the American fans wondering how strong is this European powerhouse in TCM. We're getting it kicked off right away. I want to start things off with Moose and the boys. Moose was really kind of my MVP in that previous match. Didn't always have the most kills, but he is so good at playing the objective. Led the team in domination as well as blitz.
I mean, you'll see him get the most cap for his team. Actually gets taken off C off break here. Really good start for TK, and they do get 2 down as well. So they're going for that contest on C, and they seem to have full control. But as you can see, TCM players are spawning near C, and they do get the kill on that as well. So TCM off to a bad start here. TK takes full control off the break.
Marky B is going to get B, and actually there is a player on A. Just as I tried to switch to him, that was Gunshi, who got cleaned up by Neslo. So staying on board with Marky B and Moose. Moose on your screen, making his way over to A. Not going to have a whole lot of luck. Petey goes down, and look at our intro kills. Only 2 for TCM. On the other side, you're going to see 10 already for TK Sharp on a 5-kill spree.
And TK has this trap in B, but now, as you can see, there's a rotation going on, but that big knife kill that's held the B flag.
That's so 4 down.
Yeah, that's really good plays by TCM. They held down the push for B, the rotation from A. As they were pushing A flag, they held down B, and it was really, that knife kill we saw was a huge kill for TCM.
PD starting to heat up, is now on a 3-point spree, as well as Marky B is going to be protecting A. It looks like the action is actually over at C. Let's go over to Gunsh as he tries to take it. There will be a challenger from up top. That's going to be Goonjar in the key position. He gets the kill. Can Goon stay alive for TK?
That's a big 2-piece by Goonjar. Can he get the 3 reloading? Oh, is one big
nice
teammate,
cover,
big kills. And that'll help him out, get him out of that C trap. And as you can see, TCM is already playing that rotation. Some really it's head-on play right here. They're just going straight for the C flag. They understand that they're in no position to cover B. And as you can see, 3 players from TK are inside B, so it's going to be a really easy rotation from TCM to hold that 2-flag advantage and trap TK inside B.
Now, Sharp, he really had kind of a slower matchup against Envy than what we saw from him on Friday. He's going to be one of my key players to watch. He opened things up 5-0. We'll see if he can stay on that pace, currently leading the team with 6 kills. On your screen for the moment, though, is Goonjar, who, without a doubt, used to be the lead player on this squad before the addition of Apathy.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Goonjar is still pretty much the slayer for this squad. He's normally going to get most kills, if not with Apathy, but Apathy does obviously a lot more objective work than Goonjar will do, so that's really where Apathy came in to make a difference. But Goonjar is only be here big. Ooh, almost got that 2-piece, but got taken out. But Apathy's there to clean it up, and he knows the last player's alive in there, and his team's able to get the good trade kills, and as you can see on the minimap, TCM is now spawning in C flags, so they're in a tough spot right now.
Now, Rambo, we see kind of a mix of MTARs and Vectors here on a map like Strike Zone. What do you think is going to be the ideal weapon for these players?
Well, the Vector is all about pre-aiming, and the MTAR you can get away with running around a bit more. The Vector is absolutely, in my opinion, the strongest gun right now as far as consistency is concerned and killing people quickly. But it really depends. It's pretty much just your favorite weapon. If you like scoping in your weapon quicker with ADS, you'll use the MTAR compared to the Vector.
Neslo rocking that Vector, pre-aim in the top, is going to get the kill. He's going for C. Meanwhile, B is going to be challenged. That battle won by this TCM squad. Let's go over to Gunshi and the boys. Gunsh currently 5-7, looking to step up his slaying game. Forced back by Goonjar. He's going to make that call out. B is taken here by TCM, and Gunshi is going to watch as his team also captures A. So 2 flags to 1 right now for TCM. Your leaderboard, just a 1-point difference. As Marky B, last man alive here in B.
Oh, the 3-piece. Okay.
Get it done.
Oh, the 4. Oh, Marky B almost cleaned it up there. But some really huge skills, and we're seeing a lot of back and forth play. But as you can see, TCM is now forcing that rotation again. I really like how TCM is playing. They're taking full-on advantage of their spawns, and they understand the situation they're in. But that was a big 2-piece there by Goonjar to hold that a C flag, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I pretty much kept control for his team.
And that's the second time he's done it there all by himself at C. Goonjar having some really big plays here in our first 5 minutes of Strike Zone Dom. Moose putting more shots down, won't be able to connect. PD now in the action is going to be pushing into B, just as everyone else moved over to A here from TK. So heads up play from PD. Going to have one challenger from the kitchen. Pre-aims that doorway, will get the secure. It looks like they are going to lose A, though. It's going to be up to PD as well as Moose to keep on the pressure. Both players going to fall. Gunchi is here, but B still not controlled quite yet.
And momentarily, TK had a 3-cap there, or a contest on the 3rd flag, so
Yeah.
TK is actually going to take a lead from this, and they have the B trap going, but as you can see, all TK players are currently spawning, so these next kills are really big for TK if they want to hold this 2-flag advantage.
Gunchi finding another player in the pro shop, getting chased down, he will fall. Marky B pre-firing 2 players at the doorway. He is going to get challenged from Closet, trying to set up keeping this B flag alive, as it looked like that is going to be Petey, who just resecured A. Coming down to the last 20 seconds, some last-minute points coming through here as it's a 5-point game. But TK, pretty impressive stuff so far. Neslo leading the squad at 15-7, and that is going to be a 6th capture.
6 caps, 15-7. He's doing absolute war for his team. And in my opinion right now, TCM is playing this map better than TK is. They're actually playing full-on rotation, and I don't think I haven't seen them once rotate back to their home flag.
Neslo getting up, and that's just at halftime here in game number 1. This TK lineup is fired up, and here's a look at his 2-piece to close out that round. Neslo opening things up 17-8 and 6 captures. That's the way this man wanted to start this series. He does not believe in luck. He believes in himself right now.
He's taking matters in his own hands right now. He's absolutely playing reckless. So let's see how he can keep it going. If he can keep the killing going and the captures going for his team, they definitely have a chance of winning. But like I said, I feel like TCM is playing those rotation quicker. And ooh, that was a big gunfight there. Losing your home flag off the break is never something you want to do. And that's actually 2 down for TK. But Sharp picks up the 2-piece, and that's 4 down for TCM. So nobody has a flag off break here. As you can see, all flags are white.
Wow. We don't see that ever. Normally.
Not often.
Big battles going down in B as Kunjar is going to lead the way, and Moose trying to pop his head out, and he will get executed. Last one inside is going to be Marky B as the spawners look like they're going to be spreading out around the map. 2 of his teammates spawning in pro shop. Really weird positioning here for the new spawners. However, it's Petey winning the 1-on-1 versus Apathy to capture C.
And we still haven't seen a flag from TCM here. And one player actually snuck through Kitchen and is going to take that player. And another nade played, so
wow.
TK has 1 flag, and that's enough apparently right now.
TK, this strike zone map is ridiculous right now.
So I think TCM finally is going to settle on getting their C flag here, unless okay,
not gonna happen. It could have been a story.
It could have been.
Moose looping around, not there in time as TK wise maneuvers just to constantly relocate around the map here. Moose trying to track him down. He's going to fall. Meanwhile, you have Gunchi pushing out to A finally. A has been neutralized, and we're going to see 1 flag at B for TK. TCM trying to get the AC control.
And that's 3 down for TK, and as you can see, as you just said, it's the AC control for TCM. It's really about holding. So far, we haven't seen a team really hold a 2-cap for that much time, so it's really going to be the difference maker in this game right now.
Now, I wanted to point out, Neslo at the half was 17-8, currently 19-13. Just really a 2-7 now start as he's starting to struggle. On the other side, Marky B is really coming alive at 21-11 with 6 caps of his own. Let's stay on board with the captain through his respawn here from TCM.
And that's 3 down, and it's kind of like a one-on-one situation. But as you can see, TCM not wasting any time, going straight for the B as they get the loading spawns. And TK is forced to settle for a home flag here. And even then, they have to win gunfights. TCM has a big advantage here. If they can actually push a 3-cap in this situation.
BC control. Everyone over at TK focused on keeping A. You're finally going to see some extension over to C, so keep your eyes on Sharp on your mini-map. I have him lit up there in the top left corner. Marky B just going to defend B, and actually Sharp able to pick up 1. Neslo helping him with the 2nd. Both players now moving over here to capture C. Can they get it locked down?
And Neslo and Sharp, as you said earlier, got the first kill and actually waited for his teammates to get that as well. So once again, they actually trade the flags, and they're only up by 3, or excuse me, TCM is only up by 3 points now. Or TK is up by 3 points.
TK, yeah, 110 to 106. And we're going to see, can TK keep it rolling? Their lead now just a 4-point advantage. Neslo, shots and 2 players, unable to finish. Nice bait and switch here from TCM. And he's out of ammo, forced to run in there with his knife, unable to do it. Sharp watches as he's losing C, doesn't want to give up a vulnerable death, and he will get that kill on C, but it was neutralized. Over at B, however, you're going to see Neslo there. No C control quite yet. This is going to be the big battle. On the other side, there's also fights going down at A between Neslo, and it looks like that's Gunchi.
And Gunchi wins a big gunfight on Neslo there. He's got 2 more players coming in. Is TCM going to play this rotation? PD actually making big kills there, and tags the bid the player on the A1 stairs. So it looks like TCM's going to be able to hold this A and C flag setup, and there's a minute and a half left, and it's a 3-point game. It's going to come down to the wire.
Gunchi free aim in this doorway will get the kill. Marky B has slowed down from 21-11. He's now 22-16. Gunshi trying to step up where he has left off on a 6-point spree for the moment.
And we saw TCM there getting a bit overzealous. They actually overextended. As you can see, players from TK are spawning all around the map now.
TCM just took the lead too.
TCM is pushing for 3 caps nonstop, so actually they get a good fortune here as the entire TK team just spawned on C flag, even though they had B as their last flag. So this is a big series of kill here for Gunshi.
Gunshi's on an 8-point spree, starting to get heated up with that specialist bonus. 4 down, PD gets 2. Gunshi's gonna get 1, and Marky B in the kill feed. And Gunshi, one of the reasons why this man is considered one of the best in the EU, if not the best, putting on a show when his team needs him most. They're now up by 6 points, going down to the last 35 seconds.
They do push on C flag here, and TK again is forced to go for the home flag that they're spawning at. They don't have a choice. So TCM playing a really aggressive end of game, and that's actually going to win it for them.
Here comes TCM in the final 20 seconds. It looks like it's over for TK. Can they turn this around? It doesn't look like it's going to happen. 3 players in front of PD. He's going to knife one, embarrass the other 2. Oh, just kidding. Anyway, they're high-fiving in the booth. TCM knows this one is done. Gunshi congratulating his teammates, saying, keep it up, boys. Another disappointing loss for TK as they lose 4 straight here on the main stage.
Yeah, and if you look at the slaying column for TCM here, they all stepped up on that second side. As you were saying, Nezlo on the first side went 15-7 with 6 caps. Did absolutely amazing, but everyone on TCM just stepped their game up to a new level on the second side, and we saw Gunshi going like a tear. He was like at least 8 or 9 kills in a row there. It was absolutely insane.
Rambo, can we give a shout out to this right side of the crowd? I feel like this side of the crowd.
What about the left side?
Is feeling it.
Anybody
a
on the
lot
left?
more of this left.
Come on, left side.
Left side awake tonight.
They're getting there.
We need some sugar and caffeine on this side of the room immediately. 1 in the books. It belongs to TCM as Europe takes another game from the Americans. Fantastic stuff from the whole squad as each player took turns going off. Big plays from PD as he secured A. We saw Gunshi go on that huge rampage at the end of the game. On the other side, TK had a hot start. They just really fell off on side number 2. Here's a look at the stats. Don't go anywhere. Game number 2, search and destroy when we return.